we got a set of three $50 donations here. Actually, 50.01 for one. $50.01 from Bobby Shack. Says, ready to have my face melted by the Tetris players. Thanks for the awesome entertainment. We have $50 from Spencer J. Says, you guys are the real MVPs. And we have $50 from James Willems. Says, awesome entertainment for a great cause. Thank you to everyone involved. GDQ is the best. So, next up here, we have one of my personal favorite runs. Geoff is happy to bring you Super Monkey Ball Deluxe. Alright, so while we're getting set up here, if we can just plug the sponsors here. So we are Summer Games Done Quick, here to benefit Doctors Without Borders. Special thanks to a ton of our sponsors, Alienware, Twitch, Humble Bundle, Power Up Audio, Something Artistic, The Yeti, Tiny Build, World on Gaming, and Capcom. So this is your last chance to donate for the Choose the Monkey bid war here for Monkey Ball. Currently, Gon is the lead with $545, with I second with $327, Baby in third with $161, and Mimi in last with $31.
I don't either. I think we're muted, maybe?
No, you're not.
Okay, now I can hear. Okay. So we're playing as Gongon. That's gonna be fun. Nope. That's not gonna go.
Expert.
Right.
Game settings.
You guys ready?
Yep, ready.
Yep.
Okay. 3, 2, you good? Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so this is Super Monkey Ball Deluxe. This run is being played as Gongon, so shout outs to everyone who donated for the incentive. The monkey choice doesn't really matter too much gameplay-wise. They just look funny. Oh, I missed that. That's so the goal here is to get up onto that and get the red goal, because that skips 3 levels. And I'm gonna need to concentrate here. Oh, all right.
Ready? Go!
Oh. So that trick is pretty precise. It's 2 frame perfect pauses and then kind of a 3 frame perfect adjustment. So it's a little bit difficult, but you know.
So basically the way pause buffer strats work in this game is by holding a certain direction and then looking for a specific time on the timer, you get the exact same movement every single time, so you get the exact same results every time.
Nice.
All right.
So we're going to step in here with a $500 donation from In No Rush.
Woo!
Every speedrunner is dependent on a great community to teach them things, just like the animals taught Samus. Every speedrunner is dependent on a great community to teach them things, just like the animals taught Samus how to wall jump in Shrine Spark. Stick together and save those little guys. Also, Geoff, ready, go!
So on level 8, that's kind of the first instance of collision detection being either really good or really bad. Oh. Bumper hitboxes are not what they seem like either. But on level 8, the collision there determines whether you get the strat or not. And Cyclops can kind of explain
Yeah,
collision
so
a little better.
basically collision detection It checks for collision once every frame, and it doesn't check between those frames. So if you roll over a corner in between frames, you just don't collide.
Yeah, it's really weird, and it comes into play a lot with a lot of different strats, and it can be the difference of, looking really good. Oh, almost. So that trick saves about 12 seconds, and it uses the speed that you got on the starting platform by boosting along the walls, which is just a trick to kind of transfer momentum and build up speed. It uses the speed that you gain from that, and you clip off a corner and jump up to the goal instead of going the long way around. It's a fun trick. But it's really, finicky, so.
Ooh.
Oh, wait.
He's got it.
I got it.
He's got it.
There we
Look
go.
at that.
Nice save.
It's all good. I'm surprised we haven't heard "Ready, Go" yet from the crowd. That was
There it is.
okay. Well, there it is now.
We have $50 from Super Nuke. It says, just want to wish Geoff good luck on the Monkey Ball run.
So right here, you see that there's 3 different goals. The blue goal goes to the next level, and the green goal goes 2 stages ahead, and the red goal goes 3 stages ahead, which, as you see, we jump to stage 18. Later in the run, there will be 2 examples where we don't go for the red goal, but most of the time, going for the red goal is what the strat will be.
Yeah, we choose not to go for the red goal because if we go through a green goal on those specific levels, the stage that takes us to has a red goal. So we end up skipping essentially 5 levels instead of just 3.
Yeah, and I mean, you'll see what we're talking about once we get there. So the strats are a little bit altered. And you saw on level 10, and you'll see here, and on the other bonus levels, I just fall out instead of playing the bonus levels. Bonus finishes don't count against your death total, and it's just one of many ways to finish a bonus level.
Here's our first example of cycles in the game. Difference between this game, Monkey Ball Deluxe and 2, and Monkey Ball 1, is that Deluxe runs on the Monkey Ball 2 engine. Cycles in Monkey Ball 2 actually start when the level loads, whereas in Monkey Ball 1, they start when the announcer says ready. So they start at different times, which makes strats completely different between the 2 games.
And that clip at the end there saves about 2 to 3 seconds. So it's pretty nice. But you have to be pretty fast to get it. It's pretty much the fastest you can do that level without doing the IL strat or the individual level strat, which is something we can explain, I guess, if Cyclops wants to.
Yeah, basically, an IL or an individual level is, in the case of Monkey Ball, either the fastest way to be a level or the way to get a highest score on a level. So some levels, the IL strat is safe enough to do in a run, but in many levels, the IL strat is really, really inconsistent, and going for it would just not be viable at all.
Most of the IL strats are just insanely hard.
Except for that one, which I just tied the record on.
Nice.
So, but that level is pretty easy compared to some of the other strats. Actually, funny enough, in practice, I got an ILPB on the one of the levels coming up. That's good. So this stage is really creatively named.
It's called swing bar long. It is a long swing bar.
I guess they didn't pay the guy who named all the levels very much. So here we're going to do another pause buffer strat, which we hold up until 58, 86 or 85, and then we just adjust upright, and it allows us to skip over the rest of the level.
Ready? Go! Bonus finish.
So for speedrunning, there are two different types of pause buffer strats. There are the type we've seen so far, which are sort of like frame buffers. You're looking for a specific time on the timer, and then you adjust the direction you're holding on the controller. And the other kind is sort of called, we call that rapid pausing, and you're going to see rapid pausing coming up in a little bit.
Ready? Go!
There we go. There we go. It's always fun to let the stage finish itself for you. There
Ooh,
we go.
nice. So there's that rapid pausing that Cyclops was talking about.
So that just allows me to stay on the thin wire and makes it more consistent to get the right goal. The old strat before we figured out that you could rapid pause like that was just to get the green goal and then go to the level narrow peaks instead, which was slower. There you go. So I'm going to go for a cycle skip on this level that saves about 10 seconds. We'll see if I get a good enough clip to try it. That was pretty good. Ooh,
close.
almost. That was very close. It allows you to basically just get the level in one cycle instead of waiting on the bridge here. It's really cool if you get it. Although if you go too fast, you actually just fall off the back and waste a lot of time. Which I've done plenty of times, but
Bonus finish.
so I guess now you know who made the game. It's not like they tried to hide it very well.
This would be a good time for a couple of donations.
So we have $200 here from Curb Stompers. Says good luck, Geoff and Rachel, with Monkey Ball and Octodad.
He's literally over there.
He's literally right over there. This guy. This guy.
We have $50 from Cellsticks. Says SGQ is amazing so far. This one is to the Taskbot run. Good luck, Geoff.
Ready?
So this level is probably, I don't know. It's probably the most boring level in the game because there's really no like speed strats for it except for the little skip that I did. So it's pretty resonant sleeper, but it's really the only slow level in the entire run. So it's kind of a downtime, which is nice to have some downtime in a run that's pretty fast paced throughout. But the IL strat for this level is really cool. There's a bunch of ILers out there that if you want to see examples of how this game can be played.
Pushed to its limits.
Yeah, pushed to its, like humanly pushed to its limits versus like tasking. There's a bunch of awesome, there's a whole community out there that does that. And they're pretty cool.
Ready?
All right. All right, so this level has a one frame perfect pause strat. All right. Like that.
Nice.
And that just like allows you to skip over the entire level.
And you mentioned collision detection before. That's a good example of not colliding at all.
Yep, exactly. Just completely over everything. So this level on Monkey Ball 1 is insanely inconsistent, but because of the difference in physics in between the two games, it becomes extremely consistent in this game. And again, Cyclops can explain stuff about the physics engines.
Yeah, basically the Monkey Ball Deluxe again runs on the Monkey Ball 2 engine, and the slight differences between the engine. The Monkey Ball 2 engine, you get a little bit more height out of clips and a little bit more speed out of, well, just movement in general, but also from falling. So some things become a lot easier, some things become a lot harder. It really just depends on the situation.
But this game also shares the physics engine that Monkey Ball 2 used. So if you play Monkey Ball 2, you can pick this game up pretty easily. So this like segment, I guess these like 10 levels, they have a lot of cycle skips in them. So that was one of them that saves about 10 seconds from riding it up to the top, or rather, either riding it up to the top or waiting for the elevator to come back down and then getting on and doing that. And on domino, instead of going through the, I guess like where the dominoes are, we just go out and around, which begs the question, why is that an expert, I guess?
Ready?
We have $100 here from Nebium. Says, good luck to Geoff with his Super Monkey Ball run. Saw you for the first time at AGQ earlier this year, and I've been tuning regularly on Twitch ever since. Your positivity and determination are amazing qualities. But my money's going on Gone. Sorry. Thanks to all the runners and everyone working behind the scenes at SGDQ. You're doing a great job in supporting a fantastic cause.
So this level looks pretty crazy. Nice, that was really good. But by pausing on the frame 5961, which is what I got, and doing that, not so crazy.
That strat saves a ridiculous amount of time.
And then right here we're gonna skip a cycle on this, hopefully. All right,
nice.
all right.
Nice.
So that saves 10 seconds, and it's one of the more difficult cycle skips in the game because collision detection is bad. So sometimes you get knocked out, like, you know, you get knocked off, or sometimes you get shot off the top of the level. It's pretty tough, I guess.
Ready?
Oh,
There we go.
Nice.
He did it.
There we go. There we go. All right.
That was a really solid segment.
Yeah, it saves 8-9 seconds and is pretty finicky.
It's a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah. If you have any donations to read, you can. It's a good time.
We have $50 from the Natch Gaming. Says, haven't turned off the stream since it started yesterday. Thank you guys for the great cause. Good luck, Geoff from the Groove Troop. Putting this towards Super Mario 64 80% race. Got to see the speed game that inspired me to start speedrunning it after last SGDQ.
There we go. All right.
Damn.
So I was pausing there to make sure that I could stay balanced. Just rather be safe than sorry there, because that level loses a lot of time if you fall off at the very end. So
We have $50 from the Redeemer 295. Says, hey, this money's going towards Dark Souls 2 because I have to see one of my favorite games played with 2 people. Can it be done? We'll see. Good luck with the Monkey Ball run.
Ready?
speaking of luck, there's actually no RNG in this run, which is nice. Oh, almost.
Man,
Almost.
the goalpost.
The goalpost was supposed to be my friend. I was betrayed.
So here we're gonna see a little bit of lag.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Oh, there it is.
Ugh.
So this game is being played on a 360, even though it came out for Xbox and PlayStation 2. I'm playing the Xbox original version on a 360, and due to playing it on the 360, certain levels with a lot of entities like bumpers on it will lag a bit. And it is what it is, I guess.
The lag is totally inconsistent. It doesn't happen every time.
Yeah, for sure. Sometimes it can be, you know, a nice fluid 60 FPS, and sometimes you'll get like 20. On the level warp specifically, you never usually get above like 40 FPS because there's so many bumpers on that level that it just destroys the frame rate.
This run doesn't play warp. It's skip with a warp goal.
Yeah.
We have $30 from Bezewolf. It says, ready, go. Good luck to the Great Monkey Ball Run and to all the streamers here for a great cause. Let's get some hype. Put this towards Runner's Choice.
This level's called Bowl Open. It is an open bowl.
Very creative.
Another excellent naming job there. All right, so this segment, the factory segment, has some of the coolest strats, I would say, in the run.
Ooh, wow.
All right,
Damn.
that was
That was
yeah,
not
that was
the
good.
strat.
No, that was good. That's exactly how I intended that to go. 100% intended. I wasn't scared. I really needed that life. The game may have saved me.
Ready?
Ooh.
Oh,
Ready?
oh man.
Ready?
So the normal strat to get the green goal is you get on the path as it's winding up. Wow. That was
Ready?
the goal post. Okay, there we go.
There we go.
So the intended strat for that level, for the green goal, is to sit on the level as it unwinds and then just fall onto the platform where the green goal is. But that's pretty slow, and also kind of just, I don't know.
Believe it or not, dying 3 times on that level is actually
Oh,
a
wow.
little bit slower, only a little bit slower than doing the
So
intended strat.
right there, I fall out because if I go to warp, it's slower than falling out and playing the level over again. Normally, I would probably just, on any other warp goal, if I missed that, I would just play through that. But warp is the exception to the rule. There we go.
Nice.
There it is. So the way that strat works is you just build up momentum on the vortex arm and then use that momentum to transfer over and jump that gap. And I went for a trick right there that if I got the clip off the piston, would have sent me to the next to last platform. Saves about 2 seconds. It's pretty precise. And sometimes collision detection just,
Just roll right
it does
over
its thing.
Ready?
But collision can also do really cool things. So,
This is the first level in the run where we take the green goal instead of the red goal.
That brings us to this level, which has a red goal on it.
and this level is really, really quick. So, like that. It's less than 2 seconds. And if we went to the red goal, we would have gone to 2 levels that took about 30 seconds each plus loading times. So it saves a good deal of time to go to the green goal on serial jumps.
This is a good time to read a few donations.
Ready?
All right, $30 here from Weather. Says, hey, Geoff, Rachel, Cyclops, Mint Cup, Yutzi, and Curb. Cheering you on all the way from sunny Florida.
Gongan just sounds so happy every time he beats a level.
Ready?
So there's a small 2-second time saver on this level that I don't normally go for, but I got it in practice, so I'll go for it once. Oh, and almost got it. It's really difficult because you have to clip off the edge of the platform that you jump to and kind of pop up to turn yourself towards the goal.
Getting too much speed is going to make him bounce off like what he did there, and getting not enough speed won't clear the gap, so.
I don't go for it most of the time because at this late stage of a run,
Here's some more lag for you.
oh yeah, this level likes to lag a lot. And again, it just has to do with all the bumpers being on screen and also them moving. So, and this level is another good example of how cycles are very, very different, or can be very different. In Monkey Ball 1, you can actually do a strat that hits you up into the goal, but in Deluxe, you can't do that unless you wait for the cycle to go back around. Also, that was one of, I believe, 43 levels that are unique to Deluxe, but
Yeah.
only 3 of them are in Expert mode. That was one of them. The other one was a bonus level we skipped called Shelter, and the third one is the end of this segment of levels.
Yeah, Monkey Ball Deluxe was actually originally supposed to be Super Monkey Ball 3, but they scrapped development and turned it into a combination of 1 and 2 instead. And the 43 unique levels that we see in Deluxe were originally stages that were going to be in Monkey Ball 3.
And we looked at the debug files for this game, and I can't exactly remember how many level files there were, but
Somewhere in the range of 800.
there we go. All right, so I'm going to try something incredibly silly. And it might work. Wow,
Oh, that
I
was
almost
so
got
close.
that. That was, so that's just a variation of the IL strat for this level. You get hit by the swinging arm into the goal, and it's one of my favorite ILs to do, and one of the best looking ones in my opinion. So a bunch of people in my chat and friends challenged me to try that one time, and I almost got it.
It was really close.
It was about as close as I was to getting Dalamod AGDQ, so.
This level is very disorienting. A lot of people, when they first look at it, they just don't know what's going on.
The camera doesn't follow the ball very well in this level, so you kind of have to just guess where you are.
Ready?
So this level looks pretty tough.
It's not.
No.
Ready?
We have $50 here from Anonymous. Says, hey Geoff, good luck on the run. The Goof Troop will be watching and cheering you on. Break the charity. And hi John, put this at Geoff's choice.
So that level is, if you miss the goal, it's really, really difficult to get the goal. But fortunately, the strat's pretty easy. You just kind of hold up and let go as you hit the ground. And then that's the third and final new stage in Expert mode, or Deluxe exclusive stage in Expert mode. So the next 3 levels are probably the 3 hardest, well, 2 of the 3 hardest levels in the run.
Charge really challenges the collision detection of the game, and sometimes this level just does not like you.
Yeah, there are these little bumps at the end of
So you
these
missed one
long
there.
platforms, and you really just want to get a clip up like that to gain more
He
speed.
needs one more. Nope.
There we go. So that was a pretty good time. Anything between 40 and 48 is a good time on that level, considering how finicky collision detection can be.
So this is Strata. That's all you need to know.
Oh,
so close.
wow. So on Strata, you have to fall in between this barrier and the goalpost, and it's really, really narrow. There we go.
Nice.
Second try. That's not bad. That's a very good time on it, too.
That strat's really precise.
So was
This level's
trick?
even worse.
Ooh. So the objective for this level is to clip that corner, jump on the swing, and then land on.
Oh, that was really
That was
close.
very close.
Ready?
There we go.
There it
There
is.
it is. That's not bad. Generally getting that within 3 tries is not, it's not bad.
It's faster than doing the level normally.
Yeah, if you get the shot first try, it saves 24 to 25 seconds. So falling out twice loses about 7 seconds each. And then if you get the strat, you end up saving like 5-6 seconds still over doing it normally. All right, so if I did this right, this level will beat itself without me touching it. Yep, there it is. Oh! So I was a frame off. It's a 3 to 4 frame range. And if I let off at the right frame, the level will finish itself. So we'll see where this is. No. There we go. Not as cool as, not touching the controller, but still a good looking level.
This level has a very cool design. It's a giant maze rolled up in a cylinder, and we're just going to ignore half of the maze.
So we wait here until a specific time, which is right when it turns to 47. And then we fall into the goal, ideally.
Try to.
Yeah, try is the keyword. Or attempt to fall into the goal. The angle is really tight, so...
There you go.
So on that level, we can just hold up and then hold upright, and there you go. So these are the expert extra stages for Monkey Ball 1. If we pause at a certain time and then hold up left, we can kind of skip waiting around there. Saves a few seconds, and it's pretty cool looking.
If you played Monkey Ball 1, you might notice that the music is actually the music that's supposed to be in the ice world. The extra music from Monkey Ball 1 is actually nowhere to be found in Deluxe because I think there wasn't enough disk space.
It's either there wasn't enough disk space or it was copyright issues, but no one can really figure it out, so. But I was originally told it was due to copyright issues. Either way, they put the music from the Sky Temple world into the ice levels, took the ice levels and put it into the expert extra levels. For Monkey Ball 1, and it actually ends up sounding better, in my opinion, it fits the mood of this world better. So I'm not complaining.
So we have $100 here from Wolf with the Red. It says, hey Geoff, another $100 if you can high-five everyone on the couch while beating the next level.
Oh man.
Close enough.
So the final level, I guess the level EX20 has something really cool that was discovered after AGDQ, or was actually in the process of being discovered during AGDQ. It's a really cool trick, and I think you guys will like it. And I really like it. It's pretty difficult, but I'll let it speak for itself. But if you remember the run from AGDQ, I attempted a strat on that level, and I almost got it unbuffered. So just keep that in mind. Oh no, okay. Fortunately, if you miss it, it's very quick to just retry it. There we go.
Nice.
Yes!
So that strat is 2 frame-perfect pauses, and then a 3 different frames that work, and each of those 3 frames has, okay, well, thanks, level, for helping me there. It's easier to fall out of this level and retry it, as is most levels that you miss the strats for. So, but yeah, it's 2 frame-perfect. Ugh. 2 frame-perfect pauses, and then the 3 frames that work for the final adjustment. Each one of those has a different direction that you have to hold if you get them. So
it took many hours of experimentation to find all of that stuff.
Yeah, it took 4 hours alone to find the 3 frames at the end, let alone the setup for that, which Cyclops helped a lot with. A lot of them. Oh.
Sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I have $20 here from Anonymous. Says, my girlfriend wants to work for Doctors Without Borders, so figured this is an investment in our future someday. I'm loving Geoff play Super Monkey Ball, and can I get a ready go from the audience?
Ready? No, okay.
You can do it on the next level.
There we go. That was intended. Why not? Okay. You guys ready? There we Oh, almost. So you're supposed to kind of go with the rotation of the level, and I got a little bit ahead of the rotation there, which is okay. Let's see. There we go. A good time on that level is about a 40, anything in the 49 range. So it's pretty good.
That level, you're actually supposed to wait in between those rotating platforms, but you can just hold up after a certain time and go straight through.
Yeah, the time is like 59.50 to 59.60, I think. It's a 1/10 of a second window, so it's a pretty big time window.
Compared to everything else in the run.
Yeah, for sure. Everything else is frame perfect, and that's like, oh, hey, you have a 1/10 of a second. That's a lot of time.
Nice.
Bam, there we go. All right. That went as well as it could. That strat is really fun. That's probably, when you get that strat, it's probably one of the most fun strats to do. So these are the master levels from Monkey Ball 1, and they're arguably the hardest set of levels in this run. I guess if you take out Wave Master. The music here is probably the best in the game, I want to say. Oh, so this is just a variation of the IL strat that we do. Pause
Nice.
buffer, and there we go, got it. Okay, so those two pauses were used to line myself up on that. And then we bounce off the inside of the spiral and in the goal.
Arguably the hardest Monkey Ball stage in existence. He just destroyed.
Yeah, casually, that is probably the hardest level. You know, if it's your first time playing through. Also, I got really, really nice collision on this level. That level was really nice to me. That level can sometimes push you off the stage, like, right as it hits you. So that was the best result. Also, fun fact about Master 3, or 13, I guess, in this game, is that originally Exam C was supposed to be Master 3, but after the beta came out, they decided that, you know, Exam C wasn't hard enough. Oh, come on, Gong, don't be afraid of that. Okay.
You can do a Gong Gong.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So they replaced Master 3, which was Exam C, with what is now Stamina Master. Why they put Exam C at the beginning of Expert, I don't know.
Ready?
Oh, okay. So I'm going to get this because it's very quick to get, and also... Okay, well, I'll try to do the other strat, and we'll see how that goes. Okay.
Nice.
So
we tried to go for a pause frame strat there. Didn't quite get it, so we took a backup strat, which is also very fast.
well, it's as fast as you can balance and pause, so that's the SMB1 master levels. Not too bad. It's actually pretty good.
All that's left is Master Extra, 10 levels.
Yeah, the pause strat on Bridge Master is similar to Daluma in that it's 2 frame perfect pauses and then a range of frames that have different inputs. And I guess if I have time after I finish here, I can show what I was trying to do. But Master Extra is actually pretty easy compared to the 3 level sets that we just played. Ooh.
This is the only other level in the run where we take the green goal instead of the red goal.
So by taking the green goal here on Striker, we get sent to Planets. And Planets has a red goal, and the shot for red goal on Planets is really cool. As you can see, the level is like all the way down at the bottom of this. And we're just gonna kind of fling Gong Gong off a cliff and into the goal. Just completely disregarding Gong Gong's safety and hoping for the best.
He's tough. He can handle it.
Yeah, he's a tough monkey.
This level is probably one of the most intimidating levels as a casual player.
Also has one of the coolest score strats in the game, from an IO perspective. And we just hold up until a certain frame range, and we use the momentum to gimmick ourselves in the goal.
Time is coming up after this level.
Yeah, this is the final level in the run. In Monkey Ball 2, this level was a rotating GameCube, but obviously since this is a PS2 and Xbox game, you can't really have a rotating GameCube in it. Fun fact about this level, it's called Destiny, and it's actually longer than the entire single-player campaign of Destiny.
Dang, the shots. And
Ready on time?
Yeah. And time. Oh, time. There we go.
$38.19.
Also, the ending cutscene is really cheesy.
Look at this high-quality video
Also-
conversion.
Also, funny, if you noticed, happiness is actually misspelled because the translation was wrong.
So in Monkey Ball 2, this cutscene actually ran in the game engine, but in Monkey Ball Deluxe, they actually recorded it as a video, so
Yeah.
it lags a lot and it doesn't sync up with the audio.
And that's also why the disk space was taken up. Like, it took up a lot more disk space because it runs on a file on the game disk, which, I don't know. So, I guess I can show off do I have time to show off the Bridge Master thing that I was trying to do? Okay, all right. We'll go to the superior monkey II.
Ooh.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Gongon's all right too. He's cute.
Ready?
There you go. That's what he was trying to do.
Of course I would get it first try. But yeah, that's Super Monkey Ball Deluxe Expert Mode. I stream it every day, and it's a lot of fun. If you're interested in learning, I'm also making a tutorial series for it. So if anyone has any questions, I'm always open to answer them. And shout-outs to my couch, Vesper, Miss Cattykins, and Cyclops Dragon, and to the Monkey Ball speedrunning community, the IL community, super awesome people. And thanks for having me.
One more round of applause for Geoff. All right, so that was Super Monkey Ball. That was sweet. So coming up next year, we have Geoff and Miss Cattykins on Octodad Dadley's Sketch.